Theater.
We were not successful in being able to comply with what they wanted us to do.
It's a showstopper, literally.
Basically, shut it down.
Gate Theater art teachers Ann Gorby and Ray Twenter play the leading role in running the Department of Education's Gifted and Talented Education program here in Tiedzen, and they admit it hasn't been easy.
We had issue with our roof started leaking a few years ago, and we had the safety officer come in and look at the building, and he agreed that we had some issues with the leaks, and we have drywall in the ceiling, and a couple of pieces fell, and we were worried that if somebody were sitting in a seat underneath that they could be injured, so that sort of initiated it.
According to Twenter, it was in May GFD entered the picture, conducting an inspection of the theater.
Over the summer, we were clearing up those problems.
Since the school year started, GFD has been back twice, but each time, according to Gorby, they flipped the script.
It seemed like every time GFD came to visit us, there were a new set of violations after we had worked and spent money on trying to come into compliance with the previous ones.
Gorby and Twenter say they've spent an estimated $5,000 in non-appropriated funds in the last month alone to install a new fire alarm system, purchase new exit signs and emergency lights.
And then all of a sudden, and within the last week, this week, we find out that we have to have a structural engineer and an electrical engineer come in and certify the building. This was never mentioned before this week, and that's something we could have been working on.
Already their production of the Mousetrap has been delayed twice because of safety issues taking center stage, but the show must go on.
We had to move the production from here. We were fortunate, Troy McVeigh and Michelle Bloss over at the University Theater Department and contacted them, and they found 3 days for us next week.
Although it may not be the ideal situation, Twenter and Gorby understand the need to fix the facilities, but with these tough financial times, no one knows for sure whether this marks their final curtain call.
We basically just wiped that out in the last couple of months, trying to pay and resolve these issues.